Hello, guys, and welcome back to TTSMC Trader. How are you all? Hope everyone is doing good, and you can hear me. If you can hear me, please let me know that. Good morning, Kamimi. Thanks for being here, brother. How are you? Ah, before NFI, NFP, non from payroll. Let's see how we are going to deal with the stuff before NFP. Okay, hello, Ali Jali. How are you, brother? Hisam, hello, brother. Reflect and grow. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. How are you? Clear. Yeah, that's cool. Good morning, Sujivan. Sound is clear. Thank you so much, brother. I just would love to warn you guys, if you have any funded account, don't touch it. Okay. It's a request to all of you. It's better not to touch the Eval account as well. But yeah, Eval is good because, like, Eval is not that much risky compared to funded accounts. So if you're trading the Eval account, it's good. Better not to. Uh, I think it's a good idea to focus on price action only rather than taking any trade today because we have NFP tomorrow, which is highly risky. Sometimes it's beautiful, but most of the time it's really so difficult market to trade. So yeah, we'll see. Go through everything. But right now I wanna see how this daily chart is actually working over here. Now from the daily chart, I have this clean buy side liquidity. I have the all-time high over here, that all-time high buy side liquidity here. I have minor buy side liquidity from hourly and 15-minute chart, which is over here. And yesterday also market came to the new week opening gap, not new week opening gap, old week opening gap. It trade that area, retracing from there, closed here. Today's market is trading. This is the bullish fair value gap. I just marked it by the quadrant level. I have the breaker block here, low, high, lower low, highest up close, body close candle. Also this bearish gap that's been broken. So can it work as a support? That is my idea to understand. Can it work as a support? Also, if I go for the regular, I mean the dealing range from here to here and go for the 50%, sorry, not 50%, 6 on 8 level. Then this is the 50%, this is the 6 on 8 level, which is really too far. I really don't want to see them to come until the equilibrium again because at the beginning of the run, if this market is going to reverse, it should leave some gap open. Okay, so something like breakaway gap. So I highly appreciate if it failed to come to this specific gap, this candle low and this candle high. There is a volume imbalance as well, plus the breakaway gap. This is the entry gap. So for market is trading around that area. I highly appreciate if it can respect this bullish gap and then start to keep going higher. In other word, market fall, made a swing high, fall again, took all the sell side liquidity. Still, this is mysterious to me why it reversed from there. It should fall a bit more to trade at least the filling per at least by tapping the 50% of this huge dealing range, high and low, which has been failed. As other markets like ES and YM has already cleared the all-time high, I believe that this guy is also going to follow the other two brothers, other two sisters, and then it also keep going higher and going to catch the all-time high. More importantly, this relatively equal highs, which is really so clean, not exactly, but very clean, like is a very strong resistance zone. So I highly appreciate if it can go and take at least this buy side liquidity. And after taking this buy side liquidity, the all-time high is just piece of cake. So right now, my highest interest to see, can it work with this bullish gap? Maximum fall I'm expecting until this old bearish gap that's gonna work as a inversion fair value gap, not a better, a beautiful inversion gap, but some kind of inversion gap. Also have this breaker block that has already been traded. So any sort of buying opportunity from any of this zone, like 50% upper quadrant, lower quadrant, this gap is a valid buy in my opinion. The only thing I'm worrying about is like tomorrow is NFP. So this buy sell liquidity is so beautiful. Can it leave this buy sell liquidity for tomorrow? That means today's market is going to be work like this way. Okay, so it will be like range bound, something like that, and tomorrow's market will rip through this buy side liquidity around 8:30 by using the NFP news. So if it really would love to do that, mm, not bad. Okay, So the first question is why it is difficult to trade before the NFP. I'm an ICT trader. I believe that I know a little about the ICT concepts. I'm not a pro, I'm not a guru. I have just a small knowledge about the ICT concepts, and that knowledge tell me that I should look for the relatively equal highs as my target or relatively equal lows as my target. So I always love to target the liquidity. Wherever the liquidities reside, I love to target that liquidity. But NFP, NFP, FOMC, CPI, they have an idea. Those type of news love to seek for the liquidity. Okay, that news. So before NFP, non-farm payroll, market always love to leave the liquidity so that it can take that liquidity by using that news candle. So what I'm going to do over here, I'm not going to trade the liquidity. I'm not going to target the liquidity. Instead of that, I'm going to believe that this liquidity is going to be open and market is going to go against that liquidity so that it can go for that liquidity by using that data. This is difficult because I know that I should target this liquidity, but at the same time I know that this liquidity can be open for the NFP news, so I have to go against the liquidity. So I have to be a retail trader. In other words, I have to be a retail trader. I have to look for the support and resistance to take buy or sell, something like that, which is very difficult because it is going against our ethics, ICT ethics. So this is really difficult to trade. Sometimes what happens, market really doesn't want to clear the buy side liquidity by NFP news. Instead of that, maybe there is some other buy side liquidity. So today market will be a normal liquidity target. So this is going to be the target for today. And tomorrow by using the NFP, market is going to target the extreme liquidity. For in this case, maybe this buy side liquidity is going to be targeted by the NFP. So today's market is going to be a very simple market. Like it will around 9:30 open market will come here, then it will take this buy side liquidity, then it will wait here somewhere. And tomorrow's market will trade something here and then take this extreme buy side liquidity over here by using that data. As the market is always making the liquidity, okay, every single place you will find some sort of liquidity, something over there, either the relatively equal highs, relatively equal lows, or the liquidity void, regular trading hour, opening gap. All of these are like a magnet. So price always attract them. Okay, so as we have a lot of things before NFP, it is always like uncertain what is going to happen. Is this really going to be a regular market for this internal buy side liquidity? And tomorrow's NFP is going to go for that external buy side liquidity. This is gonna be like absolutely a regular market, or the market is not interested at all about this liquidity by today. Instead of that, market is going to target that liquidity by NFP tomorrow. What is going to happen? This is a very tough question to ask. Okay, so like yesterday, if you see, remember the sell side liquidity we have shown you, that it's gonna, there is a high probability market is going to clear that sell side liquidity. It's something like we can we can read the market. Okay, not 100% of the time, but most of the time we are able to read that market. That market is going toward that sell side or buy side liquidity depending on this logic. But before NFP, CPI, FOMC, it's hard to read the market because we don't know, does it really would love to clear that liquidity or does it want to leave that liquidity for that news. This is why I'm saying, if you have some funded account, make sure you're not going to touch it today, even if it is a beautiful price action. Either trade with your paper account, like paper money, like the paper trading or whatever it is. Do that with the paper trade, or maybe maximum you're allowed to use the eval account, because now eval account is not really going to give you something. You have to pass that eval account, so you can take the risk. Maybe it will work according to your expectation and you are going to pass that eval. Maybe you will be able to start building some money from that funded account. So you can take the risk with the eval account. I highly appreciate if you go with the paper account or paper trading or something like that. So from the daily chart, I'm watching this breaker block, the highest up close body close candle. It's not marked, but you can see it has already been traded. The breaker block has already been traded. This candle, okay. So this candle is from 21st of July 2026 Tuesday candle. This candle has already been traded over here. It can trade the 50%, which I'm expecting that this gap is going to hold the market and sending higher. So I'm interested to see, can the market trade this line, which is the 50% of this gap, maybe maximum to the lower quadrant, which is the best area because that is aligned with both breaker block, inverse gap, as well as this bullish fair value gap, lower quadrant. So if it can come over here, then start to go higher, that is the best case of scenario. Any sort of buy from here is a valid buy for me. But at the beginning, if I get a selling opportunity, I'll try to take that sell. Okay, that is something like I'm thinking right now because I'm not yet bullish. I'm more interested to see it to fall a bit more, at least until this line or that line, any of this line. Then I'll start to think about the buy. Now here is the hourly chart, and that is that buy side liquidity. So far you have seen from the what to say, I mean the daily chart. This is that buy side liquidity, and this is that new week opening gap. Actually, old week opening gap from here, 12th of July 2026. Still, it didn't pass like 5 weeks. So I love to use this gap, to be honest. Here is a very small day new day opening gap that has been marked yesterday. Right now I don't need it, but I'm gonna keep it because the market is too far from that line. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it. Up this beautiful bullish fair value gap, high and the low. I'm now going to make it thinner and going to move it from 1 minute chart to 15-minute chart. So you won't be able to see that from 1 minute chart actually anymore. It won't be able to see in 1 minute chart. So it will be only on 15-minute chart. So from the hourly chart, I really don't have any sell side liquidity around that area, not even a single sell side liquidity. All the sell side liquidity has been cleared. But as I told you, does it really would love to come to this inverse gap around that area, as well as I have this last gap around that area from the hourly chart. So can it come to this hourly last gap to work as a support and then start to go higher? That is my first interest to see. I highly appreciate if it can keep falling until that gap. I highly appreciate that. Otherwise, if it start to go higher, for example, around 9:30 open, there is a beautiful bull setup. Okay, so market has cleared some sell side liquidity. There is a beautiful market structure shape to fair value gap. I will catch that buy actually without hesitation because eventually this market will go. It has to go for this buy side liquidity. I'm just confused because does this liquidity is going to be cleared by tomorrow NFP news, or is it going to clear it by today? If there was no NFP news, I would be only bullish. There would be no sell valid at all, just bullish. That buy side liquidity could be my target. So I would let all the fall go. Even if it was a bearish day, maybe I wouldn't take any sell around that area. But any single time it will provide me any buying opportunity, I would go for that buying opportunity for that buy side liquidity. If there was no NFP tomorrow, but as I have the NFP tomorrow, I'm really so confused. Does the market really interested to catch this extreme buy side liquidity by NFP, or this liquidity is going to be left open for the NFP to be taken? Here is the 15-minute chart. Have this last gap to that specific leg. This is the gap, and if you guys remember, this gap has been created on Tuesday, and market open and it just keep going higher, keep going higher. There was not even a single retracement, so the whole day market was extremely bullish. So this is that gap open is over here, but more importantly, I'm not giving any highest priority to this gap, to be honest. I'm more interested to see this regular trading or opening gap. So this is the gap that is still not been traded. In that specific day, market actually left that gap open. It opened here. It is logical because market needs some regular trading or opening gap. Sorry, it needs some breakaway gap. So from the regular trading or opening gap, it is working as a breakaway gap. I'm absolutely convinced with that. But this gap should not be open like that way. This is a very beautiful what to say, I mean the some kind of regular trading or opening up liquidity void that should be traded. Okay, so something like that. So can the market fall for this liquidity void? So this buy side liquidity is my target. At the same time, this liquidity void is more stronger rather than this buy side liquidity. So we already know that the relatively equal highs at the liquidity level for the retail trader, and this is the liquidity level for the algorithm. So algorithm watch this gap as a real gap. Now if you look on your left, see this gap, this gap, this gap, all of this gap. Do you see how strong this liquidity void area? Whenever the market came here, jump, like first it has been created around that area. Jump here, come here, jump there, come here, jump there. So this is a very strong zone that never been painted. No one just paint this area. So I'm more interested to see, can the market come to this specific regular trading or opening gap, and which is aligned with the lower quadrant of the daily bullish gap, inverse gap from the daily chart. So this is, I'm gonna mark it from the daily chart. So daily fair value gap. That is also the daily bearish fair value gap, as well as I have the breaker block from the daily chart. Everything is telling me target this, target this, target this. So I'm more interested to see, can I target this area as my target? Okay. So here is the 15-minute chart. Again, I'm not really interested to see this gap to hold the market and send it higher. But if it do that and give me a buying opportunity from there, I'm forced to take that buy. Otherwise, I highly appreciate if it can keep falling and come to this zone around that area. If you are new here, don't get confused and don't think that this guy is telling us not to trade today. It's because of your good. Tomorrow we have NFP, we should not trade the funded account. But I'm saying you, if you're really interested to trade, just go with your Eval account. If you have some funded account, keep it. Keep it for tomorrow. Tomorrow you will be able to make a lot of money. Tomorrow's price action is gonna be so beautiful. Even though tomorrow is the Friday, but it's gonna be so beautiful. More importantly, from 8:32 to 9 a.m. That is the area where you will get beautiful setup if you have already studied the NFP the way we should trade. Okay. So I'm not marking the buy side liquidity right now, but I have this buy side liquidity around that area. See this high and that high relatively equal highs. I have this buy side liquidity here, and like I have thousands of the buy side liquidity. That is the price action from yesterday. As I told you, it's gonna be a very consolidation day because the day before yesterday was a very expansion day. That was a very tough market in my opinion. So to trade, very disgusting market to be honest. Even though there was so much disgusting price action around that area. However, the whole day it was very disgusting, and finally around 4 p.m. that price action was so beautiful comparing to every single price action inside the session. But the 4 p.m. price action was really so beautiful. That was a huge fall. But I think we should not trade the 4 p.m. However, after the market open, market is so far around that area, and we'll see just within 1 minute market is going to open. Just don't forget the levels is not over here in my 1 minute chart. I have marked from my daily bullish fair value gap. That's been marked on my other chart actually. So here, so this is that daily bullish fair value gap, and this is the daily bearish gap. The quadrant level is over here. I'll keep watching them, how they're going to be respected. And I just know that below this low, the regular trading hour has been opened. Like the regular trading hour opening gap high is just below that candle low. So I'll keep that in my mind as well. Okay. So please make sure it's marked on your chart. I will keep watching them. And right now I'm gonna watch the market to open, how this is going to open. First job you have to do is you have to look for the regular trading or opening gap around 9:30. Okay, so after 10 minutes, 10 seconds, the market is going to open. Guys, take a second. Okay, just it will take a second to push the like button. 72 people are watching, 15 likes. Just take 1 second to push the like button, please. So the market has opened already. I'm gonna mark the regular trading hour. Like it will go higher, then it will fall. That is my expectation. Open, close. Today's regular trading hour opening gap. I want to see this market to trade at least the lower quadrant. More importantly, if it can come over here, that is beautiful. But I'm really thinking about the fall. Even though I have this buy side liquidity around that area, as I told you, I'm not sure about that buy side. Is it going to be open for the NFP, or is it going to be taken by today? So I'm not sure about that. As I'm not sure about that, I'll just keep waiting to see if it can provide me some sort of selling opportunity at first. Selling until that area. Okay. Around 29 on 06. On 06 until on 06. Around here. Can it fall? And then I'll think about the buy. So right now it has traded a bearish gap from 15-minute chart. There is a 15-minute bearish gap, but I'm not happy to see the fall from here. First, I want to see this market to come here or here, any of this line, okay, to be traded. Then fall is good. Let's see, okay, if it can provide us anything. It is there any bullish daily fair value gap? Yes, it is trading the daily bullish fair value gap right now. Like here, this is the big daily bullish gap that is trading right now. I just marked the daily bullish gap with the quadrant level just to watch how it is going to respect the quadrant level of that daily bullish gap. So this candle high, this candle low, that is the daily bullish gap. I highly appreciate if it can retrace from this daily bullish gap. But I'm more interested to see it come to this daily bearish gap, which is aligned with this new day opening gap over here. See this candle close, this candle open. There is a small gap aligned with this lower quadrant of this daily bullish gap, aligned with this breaker block, aligned with the the regular trading or opening gap. Everything is over there. Well. The market is falling, but I highly appreciate if it could take the line here. Okay. However, I'm not interested to chase the market. So what I'll do, I'll wait for this gap to be traded as a bear candle, as a bull candle. And then if the bull candle is getting respected, I'll take the sell from that bull candle. Okay. Otherwise, any kind of sell from here right now, you can see around that area. Even though I'm thinking about sell, there is no opportunity for me to taking the sell. This market open started to fall, not in rush, even though I was thinking about fall. But it doesn't mean that I'm gonna push the button. So yeah, the sale is good, but it has to give me some setup around that area, right? If it doesn't, nothing to do. Okay, the volatility is good, not bad. It tapped to the bullish fair value gap 50% so far. I'm expecting some kind of reaction from there. That daily bullish fair value gap 50% has just tapped. So some kind of reaction I'm expecting. So let's see if it can provide that reaction or not. And from 1 minute chart, this is that big candle around 9:30 open on Tuesday. The first 9:30 candle open, boom, market keep going higher. We are not allowed to take trade this type of market where it is extremely bullish. Okay, I'm getting the reaction from the 50% of the regular, I mean, from the daily bullish fair value gap. This just tap to the daily bullish fair value gap 50%. Good, good to see that. I'm still thinking about sell, so I'll wait for an order block to be created. So if there is a order block, I'll try to take a sell from that order block. Buying is valid as well, but as I told you, if there is a beautiful bullish 22 word YT model, then I will take the buy because overall this is a bullish market. So I can be wrong. Maybe this market is really interested to go for that buy side liquidity, and the extreme buy side liquidity is going to be the target for by the NFP news. Okay, so let's see. Okay. If the candle close below this candle, I'm gonna take the sell from this candle. Otherwise, I'm only interested to take the buy. For example, it close above this gap, I'm gonna take the buy. I'm done for thinking about sell because it tapped to the 50% and I have to look for a buy. So if it close above this gap, I'm gonna take the buy from this gap. If it doesn't come here, I'll look for the run finish, then I will wait for the 50% to be retraced. So this market will go higher, then come back around the 50%, then I will take the buy. Otherwise, I'm gonna take the buy from here. Okay, it's 40 handle. I'm gonna take that risk. Okay, 3 micro contract. I'll go with the 4 micro contract. Of course, I'm not gonna take the partial there. So that could be the target from this gap. Okay. In other words, I have MSS. So this is the bullish gap as well. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm not going to take this buy anymore because market has traded this line over here. So not going to take the buy. I will wait for this market to retrace around the 50% of the dealing range, low, high, and then if there is a bullish gap, then I'll think about a buy. And if it keep going high like this way, I'm not going to touch it, okay? Because I had an opportunity, but market really didn't give me any other opportunity over here to take entry. And as you can see, it just came here, then it started to retrace. Never trade this gap over here. I think if it could trade this gap, I would be able to take the entry from there. As it didn't do that, I'm gonna let the run go. Where did it came to the 50%? No, I was interested to see if it can come here. That could be the best case of scenario. It didn't happen. I don't need that. It trade the 50%. I'm already ready to take the buy. I would only go for the sell if there was a bearish order block. I was not interested to take the sell from any of these gap. Just bearish order block confirmation. I'm gonna take that sell. As there is no order block, I was thinking about only buy. And to be honest, to take the buy in this, like, not going to touch it as long as it's not going to retrace. If it doesn't retrace, keep going higher, I'm not gonna take any short of buy. All I need a retracement at least until the 50% of this dealing range. So from here to here and 50%, not 50%, 6 on 8 level. So any of this level need to be traded before this market keep going higher. The buy is only going to be invalid if it trade the 50% of the regular trading or opening gap. Then I will not be able to take any short of buy as well. So I'll be like uh indecisive. I don't know what to do in this type of scenario. Okay. But if it doesn't trade this line and then come to the 50% zone, I think I'll start to look for a buying opportunity from the bullish order block. Any of you want to take the buy from this gap, please go for it. Okay. I am not asking any of you to hold on. Like, maybe this will trade this gap and keep going higher. I don't know. But I'm not interested to chase the market while this market is too high. For example, if I take the entry over here, my stop loss should be here. I'm not able to put my stop loss over there. It's more than 100 handle, I believe so. So yeah, kind of 133 handle. I'm not able to take this on. You good? Go for it. I'm interested to see can it come to this 50% zone at first. This is only invalid if it touch this 50% zone. If it touch it, I'm not gonna take any sort of buy anymore. Otherwise, if it come here, I'll start to think about a buy from that zone. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, you wanna take a sell? Please go for it. Don't worry about that. Just take the sell. If you find something good, just take the sell. No voice, bro. Is it my laptop issue? Guys, you can't hear me? Oh man, seriously? Hello, hello, hello. Let me check, Sharada. It should work. Uh, Clear. Voice is okay. Oh, okay, okay. So voice is good. I mean, I thought that now this time I was talking and nobody listened to me. That's good. I'm not in any kind of mind to take the buy from this gap. Okay, over here. As you can see, it's working. I'm very happy with that. But I'm not interested to take. I can't take the buy from here because this is the logical. I can gamble from here, but I can't gamble from there from this gap. I can't do that. So I'm not taking the buy. I'm missing the trade. I'm absolutely good with that. But not going to take any short of buy from this gap. Not even from the order block. They are not even the order block to me. No problem. Good. I can hear you. Thank you, brother. I requested 1000 payout from Tuesday last night. I should get 800 after 20% commission, and they're asking 24 hours to process. Will let you know if I get the payout. Which prop firm is that, brother? Why taking so much time? If it was, if it is Apex, then they will verify you first. That's true. But if it is Lucid, it should be immediately. Good morning. Bom dia. Muito bem. Obrigado, senhor. Amigo. Jamil. Jen, I can hear. Thank you so much, man. It goes up exactly from I put in the Discord. Congratulations, brother. Yeah, it exactly tapped the 50% of the daily bullish gap. If you come here to this daily bullish gap, okay, there's a very thin line. Okay, I don't know you can see it or not. But this is that thin line, very thin line. This is exactly the 50% tap here and started to go higher. I don't think so. It's still it has the power to keep going higher. It should come back at least the 50% zone. Then I will be able to catch some buy act, to be honest. And daily fabric, absolutely. That is also trade day. Okay. Trade day payout, I have no idea. But it should be very fast. Please let me know, brother. And if there is anything wrong, let me know that as well. There is also 4 hour gap. That's cool, man. I don't use the 4 hour chart, by the way, so I'm not going to use the 4 hour candle logic. Oh dear, please don't touch this line. Yeah, this word block is working, but again, this word block has been created in an area where I'm not interested to take the buy from this gap. For example, if this candle could come at least to this entry gap, at least to this gap, I could I could decide this is an order block, even if it could come to this entry gap, breakaway gap, entry gap. But as this gap is in like valueless to me, I'm not going to frame any trade from this gap over here. So any kind of bullish period, I'm not going to give them any priority. As so far it is respecting so beautifully. So maybe this is the area where this market really would love to go from. But I am good with that. Not going to take any the trade. Okay. And it's time to see the buy side is here, which is the upper quadrant level of the regular trading hour opening gap and the high of the regular trade. Okay, no worries. We'll see. I need the fall first. First entry opportunity was from there. And now, unfortunately, market didn't tap to this gap, right? It just missed that gap. Yeah, if I add the volume imbalance, yeah, it trade that gap. But if I avoid the volume imbalance, it missed that gap. So first opportunity is missed by some few ticks. Market didn't tap here. It could tap here and then keep going higher. We would be profitable over here. From it could be awesome trade. Okay, so to be honest, from here to here, 148 handle already been covered. But unfortunately, it didn't do that. So I was not able to take the entry. But you saw that, right? I was framing the buy exactly from there. As it didn't take me, I need to wait for another retracement. If it is like Tuesday, market is keep going higher. Today I'm not going to do that shit. Like Tuesday, I was just going like for some sell, even though my bias was bullish. I was waiting for the retracement. I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'm gonna miss the trade. It's good, but I'm not going to frame any sell today. At least not now. I'm waiting for a 50-minute bullish gap to be created, and then I will wait for this market to come back to go back again to this 50-minute bullish gap. The most difficult thing is here is to take any buy right now because market has already traded the 50% of the regular trading or opening gap. That is really not good. Like this line, it's really not good. And the buy side is like miles away, like like hundred thousands mile away. Let's see. If there is a retracement, I'll think about a buy. There is no retracement, not going to take any short of buy. That's all. This red line is respecting like it's her grandfather. It's respecting like that way. Come on, man, fall. Respect her him, okay, and then fall. Give us some buying opportunity. Don't just keep going higher like Tuesday. I highly appreciate if you don't do that. I think it's not going to do that. It's just keep going higher. Okay. Hands up. No rush. Hey, girl sniper. How are you? Brother, sister, brother, sister, sister. Ah, disgusting. I wish I could enter at the beginning of the run. Unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity. Offer extended. Apex special deal for 100K intraday accounts, $59 all in, including activation fees. Is the code T2T. Thank you, Tamimi. It tapped exactly to the top of the bullish fair value gap. This is the top of the bullish fair value gap. Exactly to the top of this bullish fair value gap. Just I scared to follow my chart. Why? Why you are scared, brother? I've told you several times I'm a man, meaning I'm your brother, not your sister. I'm surprised you forget that. I think the Nasdaq market has affected you. Thank you, brother. Eagle Sniper. I was just confused about other day. Actually, there was a girl. I don't remember. Maybe I'm forgetting. I'm getting older, so I'm forgetting. I'm so sorry, Eagle. Thank you so much, brother, for reminding me one more time. I love you, brother. Shit. It's previously low as well. Oh, that is a previously low as well. That's cool. Yeah, that's the previous low. That's why the gap we got, right? She discovered in the morning. I was waiting for that area. Congratulations, brother. I hope you got the entry. Longed at 332 and got out at 7 a.m. high for a 175 point win. Since I only trade with one MNQ right now. Big boom for you, man. Big boom for you. Hey, Sam, got boom. Boom for you, man. Thank you. You're my brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, we are the brotherhood. That is the upper quadrant of the regular trading or opening gap as well as the high of the bullish fair value gap. So there is a bullish gap. The high has already been traded. High has been trading. So if you go to this hourly daily chart, this is that bullish gap I'm talking about. This candle low, this candle high, right? This is that bullish gap. So right now the body is over here. All of this week trade the 50% of this gap, and now it retraced from the 50%. Right now it is trading the top of the bullish gap. So if it really would love to fall and give me a retracement, it should do that by reacting from the top of the bullish gap. After retracing, it will keep going higher. Not thinking this buy side liquidity, to be honest. but at least some kind of run I'll get actually. I hope so. Let's see. Otherwise, if it is like Tuesday, again, I'm not going to touch it. I missed the first opportunity here. I'm gonna let all the market go without retracement, no touching market. I'm so sorry, guys, but you don't need to do that. You can take the buy, you can chase the market as you wish. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just waiting to see how the 50-minute gap is going to be created, and then the market can give me a retracement. Okay, the 50% 6 on 8 level is too far. So I think there would be a selling opportunity as well. I don't know yet. Still, I have to wait 6 more minutes just to close the 50-minute candle. And then I need the fall, then go higher. I'm feeling so sleepy. However, if you find any straight setup, please let us know, okay? And please don't forget to push the like button. 86 people are watching, 27 likes. Can you guys please push some like button at first? I'm so mad, brother. I missed this entry by two handle. Man, I think I also missed this trade for a bit. You missed it for two handle. I missed it for one handle. I should start to cry now. It's like if you were at the airport. It's like if you were at the airport. Uh, uh, is there anyone who missed the plane ever? I missed the plane, not plane, plane, aeroplane. Is there anyone who missed the aeroplane? I missed it once, just by 20 minutes, and they didn't cover the cost as well. Like it was not my fault; it was their fault because they were checking the bags, and I was telling them, and I'm in rush, but they denied. And when I went to at the door of the airplane, they have already locked in. Still, I had like I think 30 minutes left, but they didn't open it again. And then I have to repay for the air ticket to buy another ticket. Okay, okay, okay. Cool down, cool down. Don't worry, don't worry. It will fall. It's not gonna be happen like Tuesday again. I believe so. It will work like a beautiful way. So don't rush. Don't take any I mean irresponsible decision. Wait. On Tuesday, it was hard for me to control myself because I was watching the market for so long period of time, so long period of time. But today I'm in absolutely in fresh mind, so I just opened the chart around 9 a.m. So it's like 1 hour now, so I'm not in rush. I truly don't want to take the sell right now. I'm only interested to take a buy, so I'll wait for this market to go until the 50% zone again before taking the buy. I missed two flights back to back. Oh man, reflect and grow. You surprised us. You just overtaken me, man. You missed two flight back to back. You are a legend. I missed once. Okay, 2 minutes to go before the 50-minute candle close. I highly appreciate it to build a bullish fair value gap from 15 minutes chart, then trade that bullish fair value gap, then give me the buying opportunity. Highly appreciate that. Otherwise, if it keep going higher from here like Tuesday, I'm just not going to take any trade. I'm cool with that. Today is the day before NFP. First of all, we are not in rush to go for a trade. It's a forbidden day to trade. But if we can trade the evil, that's cool. Like some losses with the evil is good. The buy side liquidity is miles away. So I'm not thinking about the buy side liquidity yet. I'm just thinking about short term buy run, like until the 50% of this zone. If you see from here to here, there to there, I'm expecting this market to come here somewhere, like this line or that line. Any of this line, I'm expecting right now this market to come. After that, it will retrace again, then it will go for this buy side. That is how I'm expecting right now. Not expecting this buy side liquidity is going to be taken by today. It can be, but I'm not expecting that. Okay, 1 minute to go. That's good. Now I'm allowed to use this gap to take a sell. For example, if the market close below this gap, I'm gonna take the sell from this inversion fair value gap until the 50% zone of this low to the high. If it do that, otherwise, if it keep going higher, I'm not going to take the buy again. If it is like this price action, I'm not going to chase the market. You are good to go. Okay, anything you want to do, you can do. But if it is like this price action on Tuesday, if you guys remember, it never retraced, just keep going higher until the 4 p.m. Just keep going higher. If it is like that, I'm not going to take any trade. I'm watching if it can close below this. If it do that, I'm gonna take the first trade from this inverse gap. This is my best inversion fair value gap. This is just a small scalping until the 50% zone. So stop loss. I'll put it here somewhere. Okay, randomly I'll just put it here somewhere. And I think 30 handle is good. And target could be this gap. That could be the target. Of course, I'll take the partial. All I need to see if it can close below this inverse gap. Why this is the inverse gap? First of all, it went higher, cleared almost a lot of buy side liquidity, then tapped to this gap and cleared the swing high over here. That has been cleared over here. So if it closed below this gap right now, I'm more interested to take a sell from this gap. Again, I'm not going to hold the trade here. I'll just take the partial around 1:1, I guess. I don't know. Let's see first if it can close below this gap or not. I'm expecting the retracement before going higher. So this is just a small scalp, maybe here, around that area. So I'll make sure that I'm taking the partial. Otherwise, it will keep going higher. I'm not going to touch it. Simply, I'll let them go. This entry is not valid if there is another bullish fair value gap. If there is a bullish gap, this entry is not valid anymore. By the way, I'm putting my stop loss randomly over here. I'm just watching that I'm taking 30 handle risk, okay? Because I can't put it above this high. So I'm gonna put it here somewhere, just randomly. If it close below that gap. Otherwise, the buy, I'm gonna let them go without touching the market. This is gonna be only invalidate if there is a bullish gap above this inverse gap. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Da-da, da-da-da-da. Da-da, da-da-da. Took me. Yeah. Okay. Didn't work. Wanted to take the sell from this inverse gap. Took me. Good. Well, just again, I was not able to put my stop loss above this high. So I'm watching it. Does it want to fall again? Close below this gap to take re-entry because my stop loss was 30 handle. If it do that, I'm gonna take a re-entry from the same level and again going to cover the same order block level. Just the opening of this order block. Mm. Only thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to take the buy here without the retracement. Or if it take this high or there is a bullish gap, no re-entry is valid for me as well. If it close below this gap this time, it's gonna work as a reclaimed inverse gap. And yesterday I have shown you this reclaimed inverse gap. If you guys remember, there is 0% possibility for this market to close above this CE. Exactly here, this gap, that gap. If you guys remember, one time close, close one another time, next time it should not close above the CE of this gap. This is gonna work as an inverse reclaimed gap. If it close above this gap and then close below this gap again. Otherwise, keep going higher, not gonna touch it. Or if there is a bullish gap. In every way, I'm not getting the entry point, I guess. Okay. I could think about a buy here if this low is at least this low is taken. Still, it didn't also take the low. On Tuesday, I was not able to take the buy. The reason was Tuesday is a day where it should not l- act like a continuation day. But today is Thursday. I could think about a buy right now. Market structure shift, fair value gap to take a buy from here. I'm not able to do that because this low is not taken. So there is anything here. Seems like an SMT, but not going to take it. Any of you thinking that this is also going to be a continuous day? I mean, market will keep going higher without retracing like Tuesday. It can be. We'll see. Oh man, maybe this is also going to be a continuation day, like keep going higher day like Tuesday. There is no higher time frame point of interest at all. I will hate the market if it do that one more time in a week. Same week, two times if it just keep doing that. Like exactly like Tuesday price action. If it happens like that way, I'm gonna hate the market like yesterday on Tuesday. If you guys remember, just keep going higher. If it happens today as well, this is really unbearable. Unacceptable. Regular trading or opening gap has been closed 100%. That is the closing of yesterday. That is the opening of today. Market a fall a bit, then close this regular trading or opening gap 100%. What are you going to do? Give me some idea, guys. What is the scenario here? Missed two flyer. Okay, maybe going for relatively equal highs yesterday 3 p.m. at 780. 780. Do I have something here? 780. Okay, so you are talking about them. Yeah, that is also possible. I'm actually more interested to see this market to maximum go until here, there, to there, this or this, any of this line. We'll see. We are at new day opening gap CE. There is also a new day opening gap. I didn't know that. 29,600 previous day close. 29,600 previous day close. So it already went through that line. Opening range gap filled. Yes, sir. Boom form in Discord. Congratulations, Marquis. So you took the buy. That's awesome, brother. Man. Guys, I think it's kind of a trade. I mean, price action like Tuesday. Okay, so if you guys remember the Tuesday price action, that was the Tuesday price action, and today so far like one, two, three. This is the fourth number, 15-minute candle, extremely bullish. If it is look like Tuesday candle price action, I'm not able to trade this type of market. Okay, to be honest, one-sided market, I'm not able to trade them. I'm only able to trade like where there is some kind of retracement, something like fluctuation. Without the fluctuation, I can't take the any kind of trade. At least from this market, no, I can't do that. Shit. Mhm, 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 mhm. Fuck you. Wow. I got some free giveaway from Apex account. That's a good news. So I think I'll give you some account from the giveaway from the Apex account. I just need to find the suitable time. Just a second, guys. I'll talk about that. Come on, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't fall. Shit. Okay. When did I learn? When will I learn? I have to cover the mean threshold. When will I learn this shit? Come on. Don't go without me. And this is really a shit. Shah. Seriously? Hold on. Ah, so disgusting. Records for free account. One. Okay. Just a second, guys. This is a pure bad luck, okay? To be honest, I covered the opening. Why I didn't cover the 50% of that order block? I trailed the stop loss, but I didn't cover the 50%. Sure. So I just need. Okay. So we actually need five codes. What did you say? We just need just reset. Okay, we just got five free codes for free accounts. Okay, so five free accounts. That's cool. Every day we will do one. Okay, we need five code to use. Okay, if we get five code to use, I mean, if five people use T2T code, we are going to get the free giveaway, and we'll be able to do the giveaway from tomorrow. Okay, that's cool. So actually, we if someone use T2T code for Apex, any account size, okay, you use the code T2T. If we get 5 more accounts by using that code, then we are going to get some free accounts. So if you any of you guys are interested about Apex account, right now they have the 100K account for $59 all including. So if you use the code T2T, then I think I'll be able to make the giveaway, some of the giveaway. Okay. So please make sure that you have used the code T2T so that we can do the free giveaways. I don't know how to say that. Okay. Guys, I'm just thinking, I'm watching this price. I'm interested to take another trade actually here. This is a risky trade, but still I'm going to go for that, even though it is retracing from here, but I'll go for that. I know this is very risky, too risky. Because it has tapped to the 15-minute bullish cap. I'm just not sure that it will keep going higher right now or not. But I already got the market structure shift here. That is the market structure shift. I have this sell side liquidity around that area. And the market actually came to the 50% 6 on 8 level. So this is the area where I should enter, including with this inverse gap around that area. So that's why I'm entering over here. I'm just not sure it is going to work or not, because when it already tapped to the 15-minute bullish cap, I'm just curious how it is going to work, end up. Okay. So not sure about this trade because this is extremely bullish market. And in other word, it has cleared the sell side liquid. I mean, some sort of swing low has been cleared, tapped to the 15-minute bullish cap. Does it really would love to keep going higher for this buy side liquid? I'm not sure about that, but still I'm going to take this risk. Hope it will work. If it doesn't, that's the bad luck. But I think this sell side liquid is pretty good for the market. So it will go for that. The reaction from the last cap over here around that area, this is gonna be the just the reaction for this order block, because this order block never been traded here. So I hope it will fall. If it doesn't fall, then maybe I'll stop over here. Last opportunity I'm going to catch because of this sell side liquidity around that area. So yeah, I'll just let this go. Okay, if it works good, if it doesn't work, I'll just stop with this small losses around that area. So like maybe $300 something like that loss. This time it took me bad luck. Okay, I really didn't expect that it will come until that area. I really didn't expect that. Unfortunately, it went over there. I also have this gap, but this gap is can I use it as a reclaimed gap? Let me see. One time, two time, three time. Yeah, I can use this gap as a reclaimed gap. All I have to care about the highest up close body close candle. It can be traded. I hope it will work. If it doesn't work, just a bad luck. I don't know what to say, but I wanna take that risk over here. This is a very beautiful risk for me. In my opinion, maybe it will work. Okay. But again, if it is extremely bullish like Tuesday, maybe it is not going to work and I'm going to get stopped out. But as I have this beautiful sell side liquidity, I wanted to take this risk. It came to this last cap. This retracement was really so deep retracement. But after that, got this market structure shift, came until the 6 on 8 level. And now we'll see if it can keep falling and go for this sell side liquidity. I'm not going to take any partial over here. I'm also not going to take any kind of anything over here. I'll just hold the trade until this sell side liquidity. If it works over there, good. If it doesn't work, that is also good. But if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna add more over here to this order block because it has already been created as an order block. So I'll keep it stop loss around that area. Otherwise, if doesn't work, I'll just get stopped out. Yeah, that's a good deal. So guys, what I was saying that if I get three more code, I mean sorry, five more code, T2T code. If any of you are willing to use that code to buy Apex account, then I'll be able to get some free account. So I'll be able to make some giveaways. So please make sure you have used the code T2T for Apex account. Okay, we have right now the 100K account is gonna cost you $59 all in, no hidden charge, nothing, all in. That's really good deal. So please make sure you have used the code T2T. It will help us, okay? Because if I can make some giveaway, I think I'll get uh uh some subscriber as well. 5 people for 5 accounts. Okay, so we'll get 5 people for 5 accounts. That's awesome. But I need 5 more using code. 5 code to use. How to say that? Can you anyone please translate it to the chat box? I'm really in this price section, so I'm not able to translate the English word from Bengali right now in my head. Just I'm watching the price section. Like this is very difficult to read. So that's why like I know I hope you guys can understand what I mean to say. I'm not even taking any partial over here. Oh man, it's a huge partial level. Am I being greedy? Uh mm, am I being greedy? I don't know. Maybe I'm being greedy. I have some losses actually. I had some losses. How much? Okay, if I close it, it's $369. Mm, 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 mm. This last cap is going to hold it. This sell side is not going to be taken seriously. Yeah, I think I was being a bit greedy. I'm not going to move the stop loss. Yeah, I was greedy, so I think it's gonna punish me. That's good. Let it go. Don't touch it. Yeah, let it go. Okay, let's see, guys. I'm just going to be a bit greedy. Okay, like it is already 44 handle, but still I'm denying to take the partial. Even if I take the partial, it's gonna be I'll be in profit at least. But I think I'm gonna be a bit greedy because this sell side liquidity, it's good to me. And also, yeah, even though it is trading the 50-minute bullish cap, I know this is also a 50-minute bullish cap low. So that is more beautiful bullish cap to me because that is 50-minute entry bullish cap. So this gap, I am really not thinking anything about that gap right now. So this gap is right now trading market. Market is trading this gap over here. So yeah, I really don't know. I'm being greedy or not, but I'm thinking about this bullish cap over here from 15-minute chart just to see if it can go over here. I think I'm gonna be a bit greedy around that area. Let it go, man. That is a good profit. I was being greedy. Yeah, sometimes I got punished. My goodness. However, guys, it's cool. I learned that a few days ago from ICT's recent video. Thought can't remember exactly which one. What is that? 1036 candle week is more important than 1037 am low. Last fair value gap according to ICT. If you measure that week, we'll see exactly 50% even through the last fair value gap was broken. 10:36 a.m. Mm, that 10:36 a.m. candle week. That week, it is more important than the 10:37 low. 10:37. Okay, I think you guys are talking about something somewhere else, or that week. You're talking about that week. I don't know. So this week is important rather than what? 10:37 low. Okay, so below this low. That week is more important than the fair value gap that formed after that week. Okay, so this gap. Oh, okay. So this week is more important rather than that gap. Okay, maybe. I don't know about this gap. I was not taking the entry from this gap, by the way. I was just watching this market structure shift, fair value gap, last gap, and more importantly, the 50% zone. So from the 50%, I was thinking about that. It has already given me enough area to get the partial. Unfortunately, I didn't. I denied to take the partial because this sell side liquidity was more clear to me. but this culprit hold the market and send it higher again. And at this time, I think this is going to be broken and market will keep going higher. Yeah, sometimes shit happens. I thought this sell side liquidity was more beautiful. And if I come for there in this market, like this is that low over here, that relatively equal lows here, this low here. So when the market is falling, this guy is much more stronger. When the market is going higher, this guy is much more stronger. But unfortunately, this low has cleared over here on ES, but it never take that sell side liquidity. So it was my misjudgment, I guess. I think so, misjudgment. But if you see all other market, they are actually following the things I was talking about. If I go to the YM, bearish. If you go to the ES, that was bearish. Right now it is bit bullish, but it's still the highs over there. If you come to the NQ, NQ is only the guy who is extremely bullish. So yeah, I denied to take the partial, but it's my fault, not the market's fault. That's all. 69 9 handle was a decent amount of profit. Today opening gap to fall. If you measure the week, you will see the 50% of that week held the price down, took that swing low. Okay. Yeah, it hold the market and send it lower, took that low. Absolutely, brother. That's good. That's really good. Oof, tough. However, is there anyone who got that trade? I mean, it has provided enough run to get the partial. Okay, nearly 67 handle, if 69 handle, if I'm not mistaken. So it was more than enough for being profitable over there by taking a 30 handle risk. I think it was good to at least 1:1 was there. So I think it was good, but I denied to take the partial and finally got stopped out before NFP. That two try is really good, not bad. T2 is trade day is monthly subscription for unlimited trade like Lucid. The monthly subscription. What do you mean by monthly subscription? If you pass, I think you don't need to pay anything, brother. So there is no monthly subscription. Sujivan is trading the trade day, right? Sujivan, can you please reply Sharada? Yeah, took 6 contract, booked partial, now break even. That's cool, brother. I mean, I denied to take the partial, to be honest, brother. I don't know. But I was just a bit greedy, but it's okay. Sometimes, shit happens. I was thinking about this sell syndicate and I was watching other markets here. Like I was seeing the lows are quite taken here. This is extremely bearish. So I was expecting it will actually come over here because all other market is extremely bearish. So I was expecting this is also going to be at least this sell side liquidity is going to be taken. But unfortunately, it didn't do that. Instead of that, reverse from this last gap. This is the last gap that is much more stronger rather than any other things because this last gap is holding this sell side liquidity. Now it has built this beautiful buy side liquidity around that area. So this high and that high, the other really. Oh, why it is not loading? I think it will load within a second. Yeah. Now this is a beautiful buy side liquidity, which is the external liquidity. Does it want to go higher from the range of 50%? I'm not going to take the trade anymore. Okay. So this is the 50% 618 level. Maybe it will come here and then go for this buy side liquidity. I don't know, but I'm not going to take that trade. Uh, yeah, guys, like look at this last gap that is also holding the market, but this last gap around that area and this last gap is 1,000 times different. This is much more stronger rather than this last gap, 1,000 times here. But exactly this line is the dealing dance 50%. If you go to your higher time frame, and if you see this high over here and this low over here, this is exactly the 50%. Yeah, it could go for the 618 level, but for me, this 50% is more than enough for thinking about a fall from there. And when I found this 1 minute last gap over there, exactly around the same area, I framed that selling opportunity from this order block. Again, both of these trades are more than enough for being profitable. Like this order block entry that has given like nearly 77 handle, and this 22 sell that has given 69 handle. So both of them were more than enough for being profitable. I think it will go higher now and take this buy side liquid. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Or maybe it will now go for this sell side liquid. I can't take the sell. If it close below this sell now, then I'm able to take the sell because now it has built the buy side as well. So as there is a buy side, I just can't ignore the dealing range 50% to think that it will go higher and take that buy side liquid, even though this is still holding the market. So maybe it will fall, but I am not allowed to take any short of sell as long as it's not going to close below this last gap. So if it close below this last gap, yeah, I can take a sell for from here to here, which is 46 handle. Otherwise, I have to think about a buy only for this buy side liquidity. I'm not interested to do that. I need the retracement. I need to see this sell side liquidity to be taken because all other market has cleared this liquidity and except this Nasdaq. Nasdaq is denying to go for that sell side, and this is the weakest sister. She should take that sell side liquidity, even if other market fail to take that sell side liquidity. She should take that sell side liquidity. I don't know why it's denying that sell side liquidity. So right now it is retracing from here to here. This is the 50%. Does it want to go higher and take that buy side liquidity? For example, if there was no sell side liquidity, I could start to think about a buy from that zone for this buy side liquidity from here. But as not exactly from here, but like when the order block would be created, then from that order block to until this buy side liquidity. But as this sell side liquidity has been cleared by all other market and they are extremely bearish still, I just can't think about buy for the Nasdaq. Unfortunately, tough market for me. Even though it is consolidating, and I have framed two trade here. Yeah, first trade that didn't work, 30 handle loss. Remember that was a 30 handle loss. Both of these two trade has given me 70 handle, 70, 70, 140 handle. But I denied. I was like so blind, so I didn't. I denied the partial and end up with $200 loss, something like that. But I should be here almost like $300 to $400 profit. I was the blind. I was greedy, not blind. I was greedy. If that sell side liquidity was not there, that could be my new buy over here. From there, maybe here. Put this buy side there. I love this type of price action where there is like fluctuation. Uh, Unfortunately, I don't know why I didn't take the partial. I should have taken the partial and then add more. I'm regretting now. Because of my greediness. I even can take a buy if I want when the candle is going to close above this. I can take a buy. The problem is if I would love to take a buy here, my stop loss has to cover here around that area, which I'm not interested just for like that 18 handle. For example, if I don't get the entry around that area, then I can take this entry for this area. So it came exactly to the 50% going to take this buy side liquidity. Just because the sell side is here and all other market is bearish, I was not able to take the buy over here. Otherwise, it was really a good trade around that area. Unfortunately, I was not able to take it. My bad luck. However, guys, you should be profitable if you are trading this market. You should be profitable. I mean, I didn't take the partial. It's my choice, my account, my choice. But you should be profitable if any of you were in those trades. What is my trade history in Lucid? Go to the backward. Okay, so something like there is a month. You see above the chart, there is a month. Go to the back, the previous month. So the trade history is in the previous month, brother. We need to pass in a month. Also, we need to pay again if we fail to pass it. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Sharoda. Thank you, man. Today it just didn't work. We back tomorrow. Yeah, man. Of course, it didn't work for me. Yeah, we'll back tomorrow. The same candle week, CE acting as an inversion to take the equal highs now. Let me mark that. I don't think so. This candle, right? I mean, this candle week, right? Can you please share any screenshot, Ali Jali? Oh, 1101. 1101. 1101. Oh, okay. It is, this is also the same candle, same type of candle. Yeah, this is also holding the market and sending it higher to take this buy side liquidity. However, I am not interested to get something from here, I guess. I don't know if any of you got that trade or not, but if you took that trade, you should be profitable. Now let me know if there is anyone who got that trade. Both of those sell. If any of you got that sell, please let me know that. And please don't disappoint me like myself. I didn't take the partial. I denied the partial. It doesn't mean that you have to deny the partial as well. Why did you share? In Discord, I will send. Oh, okay. You will send. No worries, man. Is there anyone who got that those cells? That was not a bad day, okay, to be honest. That was, yeah, the first trade it didn't work, but the both of these trade has worked so beautifully until this last gap. That was a beautiful fall. That was a really good setup. Not bad setup. Really good setup. Like from here to here is nearly 100 handle, and if you take the entry from here, which is 70 handle, both of them was good. I only took long today, brothers, on my evals. Didn't want to find the daily bullish PDRA. Okay, that's cool, man. I mean, you are profitable. That's the fact. I did enter in sell. I'm down 300. That means you didn't take the partial, brother, like me. So, yeah, we both disobey the rules. We both got punished, man. Hey, Edith, how are you, brother? Happy to see your name here. You want to fight the high time frame bullish PDRS. That's good, man. But yeah, as I told you, like without the retracement, I was not able to take the buy. Yeah, I could take the buy right now here, but again, as I explained, like this liquidity, like all other market is bearish, right? This is all the bearish. If you go to the YM, it's much more like it's the falling knife. Just look at this, how bearish it is. ES is also bearish, like also bearish. Okay, but except this Nasdaq is the bullish one. So unfortunately, this is bullish. Still, I believe that this sell side liquidity will be the next target. I can be wrong again, but I still believe this sell side liquidity is going to be the target. Uh, However, guys, I don't think so. We'll get any other trading opportunity today. I think we have to wait for tomorrow to find another beautiful opportunity. What do you think? Increase moving with the dollar. They're combined now. I'm back after a long time. How are you doing, Titu brother? I'm good, Edith. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That happy to see your name again, brother. It's been a long. Took another long from 5 minute BC, formed after 10 a.m. toward the Asia high. Had to sit through a lot of candles to get there finally. Congratulations, Suman, for your another win. But just remember, if you are a winner, I mean, if you already got a winning trade, don't try to take another one. Don't risk your money in the gamble table again. Win is win. Okay, it's my opinion only. So if you are a winner, stay away from the market. If you took some losses, try one more time, two more time, as long as you are not going to hit your maximum loss, and then come back, man. Green 715 paper, no worries, man. Yeah, with different account. Okay, with different account is also good. That's also good. The history is 0. So is this your first day? I can see that this is your first day of trading. Did you take any other trade in this account, brother? Or switch the account. If you have multiple accounts, just switch the account. To the top, you will see there is account number. Just switch the account, it will show over there. Otherwise, if this is your first day, then yeah, if it is your first day, it is going to be updated at the end of the day. So after 5 p.m., it will be here, brother. If it is your first day. So whatever your profit loss is, it will be appeared here after the market close. Don't worry about that. They'll be updated. They'll be updated, man. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. We'll see you tomorrow. But today is not a bad day, okay? To be honest, that is really a good day. Three trades I framed. One was a losing trade. Both of the other trades has provided 70 handle at least. So yeah, I think it was a good day, not a bad day. So thank you so much, guys, for being over here. See you tomorrow, and be careful until then. Cheers.